moving to the defensive side of things, obviously they were kind of shorthanded. No Cooper Kupp. Their running back situation has been kind of in flux all season. Cam Akers wanted out. Darrell Henderson got cut. They kept, Cam Akers came back. Then down to the third string quarterback, Bryce Perkins. Really cool story, by the way. I didn't know about his, broken neck. Didn't play football for 6 months. Came back with a JUCO, and then ended up going to UVA for football. So really cool story for that quarterback. And it's cool he got a passing touchdown today. But in situations like this, you need to handle business, right? Regardless, you said, JD, these guys, everyone's getting paid to play football. They're getting paid to win. So you beat the team that you should beat, and we did today. Held this guy to 100 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. And then collectively, they had 28 carries for 116 yards rushing. Mainly, I think the quarterback had about 7 carries for 40 yards. So what did you think of the defenses played today against Bryce Perkins and the Rams?
I thought they did pretty decent. Like you said, the guy gets paid. So, this guy came out. I think he gave it his all. Short-handed as far as like throwing the ball to. He made some yards with his legs. Shoot, I was actually impressed. I'm like, man, this guy kind of looks pretty good. The thing is, he's another guy that, when you have a guy like this, he needs an opportunity. He's not getting any opportunities, right? And so you knew it was going to be a tough, battle for him, uphill battle, for him to come and make yards and make a lot of plays. But I thought he did a decent job, right? I think the Chiefs defense did a wonderful job, tremendous job. But they had to pull things out they had out of the bag. They threw the one fake
the fake punt pass.
Fake punt, yeah, which worked to perfection. Okay, so sometimes what you end up doing, and I do believe, I know this to be true, that a team that you're supposed to be, you may just slack off just a little bit, maybe just somewhere, right? Because it's just like, oh man, this thing is too easy. And I don't know if guys altered and lost a little bit of focus. I may see that there's little pockets there of these things, but hey, shoot, I think they did a pretty decent job against this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go even further back from just the beginning of this game. Since the second half of the Chargers game last week, the Chiefs have only allowed 2 touchdowns in their last 6 quarters. So I'm going to give them a lot of credit for that, because I think that's, at the end of the day, stylistically, you want to see them not give up multiple fourth down conversions, especially to a quarterback who's never started in this league before. Ideally, you don't want to see that kind of stuff happen. But the Chiefs also have over 20 sacks in the last 5 games. So they're averaging well over 3 sacks a game over the last month and change. So they're getting to the quarterback. They're not allowing a ton of points. And something else that I want to be said as well, because tonight wasn't really about the pass defense, because we knew that Perkins wasn't going to light up the scoreboard with throws. This is going to be a run-heavy game. But I do want to give some context to the Chiefs' defense as a whole, especially in the pass side of things. So I was hearing a lot of people, Nick Lowry, the great Chiefs kicker from back in the day, was on a show out here in Kansas City. He was talking about how he thinks that maybe a potential weakness for the defense is the pass game. The problem with that, though, is that the Chiefs have given up the second most passing touchdowns this season. But 9 now? 9 touchdowns. 9 of those passing touchdowns came when the Chiefs were up double digits. So I'm not going to sit here and talk about this defense as if they got a true weakness, because I don't really think they do. They're getting to the quarterback. They have 2 of the most skilled linebackers and productive linebackers in the entire NFL. And then you're talking about a secondary that has first-round picks, Trent McDuffie, and 2 guys in Joshua Williams, Jalen Watson, and then L'Jarius Sneed doing what they're doing right now, playing as well as they did. L'Jarius Sneed, I was afraid he was going to have a concussion. He ended up being all right and making big plays in the corner. I mean, I swear, every time he does a corner blitz, something positive comes from it. I absolutely love, if they can extend L'Jarius Sneed tonight, they better freaking do it, because this guy is such a pivotal piece to this team every single year and has been since day one. But I'm overall pleased, and I'm going to give a ton of credit to Steve Spagnuolo. This has been his most challenging year, in my opinion, as a defensive coordinator, especially here in Kansas City, because he's not had those veteran players just to rely on this season. He's had a lot of young guys. Brian Cook was getting a ton of action. He got a sack tonight as well. You're seeing a lot of young guys step up. That's not a normal Steve Spagnuolo thing. That's not on brand for a Spagnuolo defense. It's a lot of veterans. That's not this year. And these guys are stepping up and they're making big plays. So credit to them for not only what they've done in this game, but a lot of games this season. We've seen them play big time against the Niners, against the Bucks, against the Chargers, other good teams. And they've done their job, man. So growing pains, frustration at times, but overall, I couldn't be happier about what this defense has done, especially in the score column.
Yeah, you know what I would say is kind of piggybacking off of Spags, like right here, like teaching the young guys. So it's either or. Either got a lot of like vets on the team, or you got like guys who are young guys like Spags got. And these guys only know what they know. That's what I love about it, because he's like, okay, I can mold these guys into who I want them to be. Okay, they don't know anything. They're just getting into the NFL. Let me mold these guys about how they should play, who you should be when you're out there playing, and he knows them. Right, because he's nurturing these guys to be these guys. This is what and I could just imagine what the conversation is in meetings. These guys play, and so if you believe in it, and these guys got confidence like they do, Spags he's getting these guys ready. You can see it. He's been doing it all year, but these guys are just getting better and better and better. And so I think sometimes when you have that, where young guys, because they don't know anything else, right? We just, well, sure, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to be good. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to cover Diggs. Yeah, you're supposed to cover Diggs, and you're supposed to win. Yeah, you're supposed to go against this guy, and you're supposed to win. And so you start getting the belief in these guys, like, okay, well, shoot, the coach believes in me. He says I can do it. Then I deserve to be here. I can do this. And so you get these young guys all thinking on the same page about this. I think this is the result, right? And I think Lance makes a great point about it. You know, when you're talking about the secondary, I don't look at that as being an Achilles heel on this team. I think these guys are playing phenomenal football right now, and I'm really pleased as far as like where they're at and where they can go right now. Seriously.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these guys progress. But from the beginning of the season to when we get to playoffs, more so from the sophomore season. I can't wait to see these guys in year two. I think these guys have come out so strong in this freshman season for these guys, this rookie season. For next year, I think we're gonna be in good hands for a while with the young guys we got in this draft class. We're gonna look to this draft class, I think, is one of the draft classes that kind of defined us in that second part of Mahomes' career after the first 4 years, the second part, So we're gonna look at this draft class as the one that took us to that next level with our defense. Hi everybody, thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get podcasts.